Okay, so this is problem number 8. Suppose that a simple random sample of size n equal 125 is obtained from a population whose size is 20,000 and whose population proportion with specified characteristic is 0.4. All right, so part A, describe the sampling distribution. And when they say describe the sampling distribution, they mean they want you to describe the shape. Basically, in this situation, they're asking, is your distribution normal or not normal? They want you to find the center, which is our mean, and they want us to find our spread, how fat and wide or how skinny and tall is this. And so for that, we look at sigma, right? And so first of all, to determine if this is normal or not normal, you have to meet two rules. Rule number 1, little n has to be less than 5% of big N. So if we look at this, little n is 125 is less than 0.05 of our big N, which is 20,000. And so 0.05 times 20,000 is 1,000. And so 1,000 is definitely greater than our 125 here. It's greater than 125. So that's a yes. All right, rule number 2, n times p times 1 minus p has to be greater than or equal to 10. So in this case, we have 125 times 0.4 times 1 minus 0.4. Is that greater than or equal to 10? And so I put this in my calculator and it comes out to 30. And so yes, it is greater than or equal to 10. So yes, we are approximately normal because we met both of our rules. And so this is not normal, normal, normal. So it's either B or D. So let's check our rules. This is the correct rule. This is the wrong rule. So our answer is B as in boy. Okay, the second thing they want us to check is the mean and the standard deviations. We have to adjust these since we're talking about a sampling distribution of p hat, right? So our p is whatever our p was our mu of p hat is the same thing it is for p, which is 0.4. And then our standard deviation of p hat, we're going to plug this in, is square root of 0.4 times 1 minus 0.4 all over our n, which is 125. And so that comes out in my calculator to be 0.043817. So to the nearest 4 decimal places, 0.0438. Oh, 6 decimal places. Oh, how. So 7, after the 7 came another 8. So, sorry about that. So 6 decimal places. We would cut it off there. 0.043818 is what that would be because the 8 would round up to 7. All right, then part B. What is the probability of obtaining x equals 55 or more individuals? So we're looking for the probability that x is greater than or equal to 55 with the characteristic. Now, that is, they even give you a hint over here, what is p hat greater than or equal to 0.44? So, where the snot did this 0.44 come from? It came from the fact that we're really dealing with p hat more than a specific quantity like 55. And p hat, my friends, is a proportion. It's a ratio. It's a fraction. So this is 55 out of, and we'll go down here, 55 out of 125, which is, guess what, 0.44. So that's where that number came from. So we're going to go to our calculator. We're going to do 0.44. We want to go greater than that. So that's going to be, talking about 0.44 up to infinity. So we describe that as 1 times 10 to the 99. And then our mean is 0.4 and our standard deviation is the 0.043818. So let's put that in our calculator, and we get 0.180656. This time we're going to 4 decimal places, so this would be 0.1807. It's the 4th decimal place. The 5 makes it round that 6 up to a 7. All right, and then the last one for problem 8, part C. What is the probability of obtaining x equals 40 or fewer? So the probability that x is less than or equal to 40, which they say, remember, that's the same thing as the probability that p hat is less than or equal to 40 out of 125, which is the same thing as the probability that p hat is less than or equal to 0.32, right? So that's where this 0.32 comes from, is that ultimately we're going for a proportion. They're going for a ratio, right? And so we want the fraction version, not the actual number 40. So we're going to go to our calculator. We're going to put in normal, CDF. We know 40 or fewer. We're going to start with negative infinity up to 0.32. Our mean is what was our mean? 0.4. And our standard deviation was the 0.043818. So let's put that in our calculator. Okay, and that comes out to 0.033945. So to the nearest 4 decimal places, we're talking about 0.0339.